Hey Renee.
Hi, Annette.
So here's just asking you, what have you been up to? It's the summer is going and it's finishing up now. It just now became September. What's going on with you?
What's going on? Well, you want to know something I did recently?
What?
Well, we had the grandbabies over. We had two of the grandbabies over. We had the boys. And um, one of the things I let them do every time they come over is paint. So we've got this bucket full of all these different paints we
They
bought at the
must really look forward to coming over because it's free reign.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Grandma has let them paint the shovels outside. I let them paint the chairs outside. This last time they came, they painted all their Matchbox cars. They wanted to give them a facelift. So it's
Now,
usually
you had your leg propped up, right?
yes.
Okay, so where were they?
So I was at the table and they were at the table. So I was either sitting on the couch or sitting at a table. It was a much more slower visit than typically. Usually it's I'm at it. We're playing, we're on the floor, we're doing something. But for some reason we had cars. Cars were the theme this weekend. I'm like, what if we throw them down the hallway and see who's goes the longest? So Eddie got in on it too, and we separated all the Matchbox cars, and everybody took a turn to throw a car down the hallway and see who went the farthest. Yeah. Well, I brought a sample of something they painted like a couple times ago. Since I'm laid up, I'm just grabbing what's around me, but I went to the dollar store and found little night lights. These have the little
Wow, they're
fairy
pretty
lights in them.
big.
So it was another thing I let them paint. I'm like, you paint it, it dries. Whoops. You paint it, it dries. You can have it as one of your night lights at night. So by their bed, I've got a day bed in my office. That's my grandkids' day bed. There's an upper and a lower bunk. And so each of them have this little tin in the corner, and they put their little water bottle in there, and they've got their coloring stuff in there. One of them's got his lip balm, and then they both have their projector night light, and this one flashes the whole.
Oh my goodness.
You can't see it, but it flashes on the ceiling. Little orange fish, and then I've got another one that makes different colors and cars and all that. So anyway,
Wow.
yeah, I
Plenty
let
of night
them.
lights in there.
Yeah, lots of night lights. So they have each of their own little thing, and I have a lot of delight when my little buddies come to visit.
It
And
sounds like it.
even if it's for a short visit or an overnighter, we have fun. What about you?
Well, we are at the end of the garden time outside, and so I'm getting the last of the items, and it seems like the last usually are the items that cook the longest for canning.
Wow.
And I am inundated with just the last of the garden items like butternut squash. That's a
Okay.
long canning item. It's 90 minutes. So you
Wow.
have to stay in the kitchen 90 minutes watching a pressure cooker and keeping it at that level. And you would think, well,
Okay.
just keep the heat on the stove solid at that one. It doesn't work that
And
way.
then just leave. No.
You can't, because even if you put the flame on at a certain rate, at times it starts building up too high, and then you got to lower it
Mm,
down, and then it
mm.
starts going too low, and then you got to raise it up. It's not a constant. So you have to stay there the whole time, the whole 90 minutes. And that's only for 7 jars.
Oh, geez.
They're
And just so
quarts.
you all know,
They're
they
quart
have
size
lots of
jars.
gardens. How many gardens do you have, Annette?
4 or 5.
You
There's,
got a Frankenstein garden. I know that's one of them
yeah,
that.
a Cheshire Cat garden, a patchwork garden, Derek's private garden. There's all these different gardens that are out there, and they're large.
Yes, they
But they're
are.
beautiful. They definitely are beautiful because they just aren't the vegetables. They are, and the herbs and everything. There are tons of flowers planted in between. My daughter and her husband work really hard on them, and that's a blessing to me. It's a actually teamwork. Otherwise, I wouldn't
Yeah.
be able to do all the canning I do, because I wouldn't be able to go out there and harvest and can the massive amounts that we're able to get done. But our goal is to always have vegetables for a year and
Mm.
whatever else for a year. And this year, we're so blessed because we were able to take, and we still are taking to the food pantry and to other families that we know, just
Amen.
tons of vegetables, and bless other people with the extras that we have. So
Yeah, you guys,
that's really cool. But
you
I'm
guys
kind
gave
of
me a
at,
blessing one time. Oh my goodness, they were good.
but I am to the point where I'm getting tired of the canning part because of the hours. This last weekend was 2 days solid in the kitchen from morning until 7:30, 8 o'clock at night. Solid, staying in the kitchen.
And it was
all
a
that time.
holiday. You spent your
Yeah.
holiday canning.
I spent my holiday canning.
Oh,
But I
wow.
knew if I got that butternut squash all done, I think there's at least 30 jars, quart jars, all done, that we were set for the year. And
Nice.
the canning jars last for a couple of years.
Mm.
So, anyways, it was good to get it done. It feels something that I've accomplished, but my legs were killing me after that from standing for so many hours. But
I'll be
otherwise,
tired.
that's what I did this past weekend. I'll put